I'm 66, and a couple years ago, I came across my makeup, and it was a game changer for me. So what I find is as we're getting older, our skin is getting a little bit drier. And, all the lines and wrinkles and spots, the texture, it all starts to show a little bit more as we're getting older. So let's get started. I'm going to show you how I use cream makeup, and we'll just get going, and I'll walk you through it step by step. So what I have here is a palette of cream makeup. So this is Saint Beauty makeup. I am a Saint Beauty artist, and I love using this makeup for my skin. It helps to feel hydrated. It doesn't dry out on my face, and it feels really like a second layer of skin. It doesn't feel heavy or cakey at all. Um, so this palette here was customized for me. So I'm using a couple of colors here. These, we call them highlight colors. These are really your foundation colors. And I have a brightener color, highlight, and a main color. These are like my concealer and my main foundation color. Contour is contour. I have a couple of lip and cheek colors here, and I have a bronzer here, which I use as well from time to time. Sometimes I use that as eyeshadow also, so maybe we'll do that today. So what I've done is I have prepped my skin. Say hello if you've joined, and let me know where you're watching from, because I love to know where you're all watching from. This makeup is available in Canada and US right now, and it is coming to the UK and Australia in a few months, and Mexico next year, and then we'll see where we end up from there. Um, so I'm going to put on a little bit of e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer. So as I mentioned, as we get older, we start to get all these lines and things happening. So what I do is I just like to keep the under eye area nice and hydrated. So I use a little bit of Poreless Putty Primer. This just helps to keep it smooth in that area, so it fills in any pores and that kind of thing, keeps my makeup nice and smooth there. And it also helps so that when I'm applying my makeup, it does go on nice and smoothly. And I put a little bit above my lip. And that's it. So other than that, what I've done is I've just used my usual skincare routine. I'll do a separate video about that through the week. And so I use my skincare. I've put my moisturizer on, all of my serums and all that stuff. So my skin is ready to go for makeup. So what I'm going to do is use a brush to apply it. Now, you may have seen this method before. It's the dot method. So we use a brush, and we can tap into our makeup and dot it on our face. So contour is going to help slim your face. It creates some shadows so that it gives the illusion of cheekbones. Bring it right along your cheekbone. So what I do as a guide, put your finger right at your ear, back of your ear here, and right along your cheekbone. And you can bring your contour right along there. And that's going to give you the perfect placement for your contour. So that may seem a little bit high, but what happens is it's going to give you a little bit more lift when you put that on. So use the same brush. I'm going to tap into my contour again, and I'm just going to go down my nose here. This is going to help slim my nose. And that's it. Flip it to the other side, and I'll apply my highlight color. So this is my brightening highlight color, and this is going to go wherever you want to add a little bit of brightness. So down the center of my face, around my eyes, because as we age, we start to get a little bit of dullness going on. The blood vessels are coming up a little bit more to the surface, so our skin feels thinner. You start to see a little bit more discoloration. So I put that around the eyes just to give a bit more brightness. Flip my brush over to the other side, and I'll tap into my main color. So this is the color closest to my skin tone. Bring it around the orbital bone, not up close to my eye, and then just work it down the center of your face or down your face and along the cheekbone. And that's it. So blending it, what I do is I use our 3D brush for blending. It has a fluffy end for blending and it has a tapered end so you can get in around the eye area really easily. So I'll just blend this in around the eyes, and that just, you're just kind of tapping it into place. You don't have to press hard, you're just tapping it into place. This is cream makeup and it's very easy to blend. Now, if you have super dry skin, you may want to use a primer first, or you may want to use a setting spray, something that's going to kind of help with that dryness on your face. My skin is a little bit on the dry side, but it's not super dry, just to let you know. And I have not used any primer today other than under my eyes and above my lip. So I'm just tapping this into place. You can see how easy this blends. And it's giving a really nice light coverage. I don't, this coverage, this brush will give you a medium coverage, and it's, if you're looking for full coverage, then we would use a different brush for you. So how to get this makeup is you would get a color match. So I can color match you. I've been doing it for 3 years, and it is the best thing I love about being a Saint artist is matching colors and showing everyone what their colors are. You can match yourself and go with one of our collections. It's pre-made, but a custom color match is really a great way to go, especially if you haven't used makeup in a little while, or maybe maybe you're just not that comfortable with makeup. Then I can color match you and help you. So all I'm doing here is tapping. Now I've blended in my foundation color, so I'm just going over the contour, and you can see how easy this blends. I'm just going buffing up on the contour just to blur that line so it doesn't have a harsh line there. And then on my nose, just buff that out a little bit, and along the top. Super simple, right? This whole process will take me about 5 minutes, three to 5 minutes to put my makeup on. And then I'll throw on some mascara and I'm out the door. Super simple. So now I'll tap into my cheek color. So these are lip and cheek colors. This one here is a beautiful matte color. So what I'm doing is just tapping it onto my, above the contour. And I'll use the gloss on my lips and blend. So I'm just bringing this, tapping into it and bringing it down into the contour just to blend it with the contour. So So just tap it along and blend that with the contour. So makeup doesn't have to be hard when when you hit your 60s. Keep it nice and simple, keep it light, and if you have any questions about your makeup, you can reach out to me. I can help you with that. Um, I'm going to use a thinner brush and a little bit of my contour here. And I'm just going to brush up on my brows just to give them a bit more definition. Super simple. Just tap in and use your contour. So that just goes over your brow. Another thing with aging, we get our brows either, you lose them, or they just fade. So they're going gray as well. So we can just strengthen that color with a little bit of contour. And that's how I like to do my brows, just keeping them nice and simple. So how do I do the highlighter? So I've did that at the beginning. So I put on the highlight colors, and that's really our foundation colors. And that's pretty much it. If you want, you can add a little bit of bronzer. So what I can do is just tap into my bronzer lightly, and I'm going to just add a little bit on my forehead. So wherever the sun would naturally hit your face. Could be down your nose, on your cheek area, and on your chin. It's just going to give you a little extra color. Now, if you like, you can use a little bit of bronzer as well as eyeshadow. So just tap into the bronzer or the contour and just put that on the outside, the outer half of your eye, and go right up towards the crease, above the crease area. Just gives a little hint of color. So tap into the corner about halfway towards the center of your eye, and then I just bring that right up over the crease or the hooded area. And that's it. It just kind of brightens up the eye area a little bit. So if you're looking for cream makeup, all you need to do is comment here, or I'll post the link in the description as well, so you can go there, check it out. If you need a color match, I'll put the form in there as well, and I'll be happy to match your colors for you. And if you're looking for maybe a collection, you're comfortable to pick your own colors, then you can certainly do that as well. Put that in there too, just in case you want to go ahead with that too. So thanks for watching. Again, my name's Bev, I'm 66, and I love showing ladies how you can use cream makeup. And yes, we can still wear makeup in our 60s. So have a great weekend, and we'll see you soon.